I am very excited for this video. I am excited for this video because Let Go destroyed me. I am excited to see what else Avril has in store. If you saw my Let Go reaction, you know that experience was crazy. I mean, it just took me out. As you can see, obviously, I bought the vinyl, and yeah, I absolutely adore the album. From start to finish, it's just such a solid album. I will say that I definitely have to be in the mood for Avril's music, and that's why I waited to film this, because I didn't want to film something when I wasn't in the right mindset and the right headspace. I never want to force myself to listen to something when I'm not in the mood to listen to it. I feel like I woke up today and I was like, you know what? It's an Avril day. It is just an Avril Lavigne day. Can I be honest for a second? I am nervous going into this album simply because so many people have told me how much they love it. And I feel like anytime I go into an album knowing what people believe about it, I just have this nervousness that if I don't connect to it as much as other people do, I'm going to be judged. So I'm just being honest with you. I do have a little bit of nervousness going into this album. However, I'm mainly excited. And I do know one song off this album, My Happy Ending, and I adore that song. I had a whole moment with it in junior high or high school or whenever it came out. Any other titles that are ringing a bell? The only one is Fall to Pieces. I feel like maybe I know that one. Honest to God, none of the other titles are standing out to me. But as we saw with Let Go, I feel like I will probably recognize more than I think. So I am excited. Let's go. Let go. But take me away. Okay, take me away, Avril. Take me away, my holiday. Did I even say the album title? So I don't think I said the album title. I'm going to be listening to Under My Skin by Avril Lavigne. Okay.
Thank you.
I cannot find a way to describe it. It's there inside. What would you do? You'd do if you knew. All the pain I thought I knew. All the thoughts lead back to you. Back to what was never said. I can't handle this confusion. Come and take me away. I feel like I don't think you'd understand, 'cause
Okay, not this already being like my Let Go reaction where I had no words at all the entire time. If you're wondering what's going on in my head, I'm just trying to process this right now, because immediately I just have a completely different vibe going on as opposed to Let Go. This just feels so much more angsty rock. I mean, Let Go was a little bit angsty, a little bit rock, but I feel like it was a bit softer. This is very harsh, and I don't mean that in a bad way. I just, yeah, like as a describing word, I mean, this is pretty harsh. I'm kind of scared of this, but I'm intrigued. I'm kind of scared. I will say I'm obsessed with the production that started off the album. I loved that, like, as an opening sound. So that's making me really excited for the production on this album. To be honest with you, I have no idea what's going on.
all the pain I thought I knew. All the thoughts lead back to you. Back to what was never said. I can't handle this confusion. I'm unable.
She said, I can't handle this confusion. And that's exactly how I feel right now. I just feel very confused. As I've discussed, the only Avril albums that I know are Let Go, Head Above Water, and Love Sucks. And I just feel like this is a completely different vibe entirely, like from all of those albums. I mean, it makes sense because it's an album, right? Like it's an album, it's its own thing, it's separate. There's a reason this song is on this album and not on the other albums, but I was not expecting this. Like, I just was not expecting this. I don't know why, because I literally talked in my Let Go reaction about how I'm used to Avril as an angry artist. I'm used to that angst. I'm used to that big sound. So the fact that she's starting this off like this should not surprise me. Honestly, this is kind of what I was expecting from the last album. I think it's just the whiplash of going from Let Go to this album. I feel like the lyrics on the opening and closing tracks of an album are very important. Like, they're there for a reason. I can't handle this pain. I can't handle this confusion. Take me away. She kind of wants to be removed from everything that she's experiencing in life. So that's kind of interesting to me, and just kind of an interesting way to start the album on that note. So maybe that is, she wrote this album so that she could stop feeling the pain around her and just like have a little bit of an escape. But I guess we'll get back into it. I really should have lowered the volume. I'm turning the volume down. Give me a second. She loves a soaring chorus. She loves a chorus that literally takes flight and takes you off the ground and places you into orbit. Like, every time I listen to her music, I feel like I'm being thrown into the galaxies and the planets are just like tossing me to and fro. I just feel this instant escape when I listen to her music, and it's really cool. Like, it's really cool. Every artist has their own things that they're good at, and I feel like for Avril, part of it is giving you a sound to escape into. Take me away. Y'all, I'm gonna have to sit with that song, because I loved the production that it started off with, and then I also loved some of the melodies and the escapism in that song. I will just say I'm gonna have to sit with her a little bit more, because I felt like I couldn't fully process it, and like I wasn't quite sure if it was my sound or not. Yeah, I don't know. My brain kind of got fried by that song.
Something just isn't right. I can feel it inside. The truth isn't far behind me. Reality overcomes me. I'm living a lie. When I'm alone, I feel so much better. Together doesn't feel right at all. Together we built a wall. Together hands will fall. Hands will fall.
I'm telling you, her choruses are insane. I love how she ended that chorus with the harmonies. The lyrics of this one are really interesting to me, kind of like the first song. Something just isn't right. I can feel it inside. The truth isn't far behind me. You can't deny. The truth isn't far behind me. What truth? When I'm alone, I feel so much better. And when I'm around you, I don't feel together. Oh, okay. Okay. She likes being alone because she just wants to, like, you know, vibe with herself. But when this person comes around, you know, she kind of loses it a little bit. So, okay, I get it. I'm just, okay. So much angst, and I love it.
This has gone on so long. I realize that I need something for me. When I'm alone, I feel so much better. Together doesn't feel right at all. Together holding hands will fall. Hands will fall.
I love the chorus of this one. The melodies in this chorus are really getting me. Yeah, when she goes into the chorus, I think that's my favorite part of the album so far, actually. I really like this one. I would say I have a more immediate connection to this song than I did the first song.
My thoughts are choking on you, my dear. On you, my dear. On you, my dear.
Just give me a minute. This transition. Okay, this transition was everything, and I'm just gonna replay it. Her transitions. I remember there was a transition on Let Go that took me out too. I mean,
On you, my dear.
oh my god.
My dear. When I'm alone, hands will fall. Together.
I knew I was liking this song, but I wasn't becoming obsessed until that part. I mean, the more this song is going on, the more I'm getting obsessed with it. And what really took it over the edge for me and my fight or flight instinct kicked in was this section. I will never get over this production. And I am going to replay it for a third time. And I don't care. This time I'm going to be completely silent. This is like a moment of silence, a moment of respect and reverence for this. So everyone, please be completely silent. Okay? This is going to be a time of respect for this transition.
I knew, my dear. I knew, my dear. When I'm alone, I feel so much better.
Thank you so much for giving your respect. Okay. Okay.
Together we built our walls. Together, when we're around you, I don't feel together.
Yes. I'm so glad that I loved that song because the first song, I was just a little bit scared. I was just a little bit uncertain if it was going to be my sound. But that song took me out. The more it went on, the more obsessed I became, and I already want to listen to it again. That transition in the middle of the song was one of the coolest transitions I think I've literally ever heard, and that is making me more excited for the album now. Okay, this is feeling like Let Go a little bit. It's so cute. Does this give you like Disney Channel movie soundtrack? A little bit.
You held my hand and walked me home.
Because I was going to say specifically, it sounds like when there's a couple in the movie that are like in love and they're walking through the halls of the school or something. And this is the song that is playing in the background. And then she started singing about being in love. So I feel like I was right.
Why you gave me that kiss or something like this. It made me go, oh. Guess it wasn't enough to take up some of my love. Guys are so hard to trust. Well, did I not tell you that I'm not like that girl? Gives it all away. Yeah. Did you think that I was gonna give it up to you this time?
I don't know how we got into a rock song. Because the production and everything about the verse led me to believe that it was going to be a totally different vibe, but she cannot stay away from the soaring chorus. And that's totally fine. I just think it's crazy how the switch that the song did. I loved the verse so much. That was the cutest freaking thing I've ever heard. Yeah, I just love the sound of it too. It really gave me like Let Go vibes. But now like this chorus is definitely giving me under my skin energy from what I'm hearing so far. So I'm interested to hear the rest of the song, and because I don't know how we got here.
Don't try to tell me what to do. Don't try to.
Oh.
Don't think that you're charming.
Okay, I feel like Avril's transitions are going to be something that I mention a lot because her transitions are so cool. I remember on Let Go mentioning transitions many times throughout the album, and that's another transition I loved.
Don't think that you're charming. The fact that your arm is now around my neck will get you in my pants. I'll have to kick your ass and make it.
This is my favorite section of the album so far. First of all, she just does that rock chorus that feels like it comes out of nowhere. And then she somehow does the coolest transition back into the cutesy little verses where she's talking about being in love. And, you know, it's just a different production altogether. Like, it's very cute. It's very, like, Disney movie. And I mean that in the best way because I'm obsessed with the verses on this song. And then she starts saying, "Your hand around my neck." And I immediately felt the entire energy of the song shift. I feel like I grasped this song just from that lyric alone. Okay, so I thought it was just a cutesy verse at the beginning, but it turns out she said guys are so hard to trust. It wasn't enough to take up some of my love. So it definitely sounds like a love that was scorned. Is this about what I think it's about? Because I am getting a feeling that this might be about him using her for sex. Don't tell me what to do. Don't try to tell me what to say. You know what it is for me? It's the fact that the production matches this song so perfectly. So she starts the song all cutesy, like, you held my hand and walked me home. It sounds like it's about to be this love song. But then she switches it up. She said, she starts going into the lyrics about how it's not as great as it sounds. And then when she starts getting really angry and really asking these questions about the relationship, it gets into that angry chorus that just goes off in a totally different production. That feels incredibly intentional to me. I don't know. This is just a really, really cool song to me. Like, this is really taking me out. This one is definitely my favorite so far.
Thought I liked you a lot, but I'm really upset.
Angsty.
Get off of my bed, yeah, that's what I said. Did
No.
I not tell you that I'm not like that, girl?
The aspect of this song that is making me want to get up and jump out the window is not the production. Although I do like the production, it is the lyrics. The lyrics on this song are so good because she's just telling it so straight up. I don't know, this song is just so savage.
Throws it all away. Did you think that I was gonna give it up to you? Don't try to tell me what to do. Don't try to tell me what to say. You're better off that way. Any thoughts that you and me have gone away. Did you think that I was gonna give it up to you?
Okay. I was gonna say something, but I literally already forgot what I was gonna say. I cannot do the transitions. Another thing I wanted to mention, the delivery in her voice is making everything hit a bit harder. I feel like the lyrics on their own are savage and, are iconic, but the way she sings it makes it 10 times more badass. This song is a masterpiece.
Better off alone anyway.
Yes, you are better off alone. And I love that she ended it with that little fading guitar. I'm just gonna let it play.
I'm really bored, it's getting late. What?
Oh, we'll get into you. It's interesting to me that her lyrics are so focused on everyday life, if that makes sense. I don't know if that makes sense. In her songs, it just really stands out how relatable on a very basic level they feel. I feel like this sounded better in my head. But if you get it, I feel like you'll get my wavelength that I'm going on and,
What happened to my Saturdays? Monday's coming, the day I hate.
No, this is what I'm saying. Monday's coming, the day I hate. Like, of course she put that lyric in there because her lyrics are so like everyday life. Very basic human experiences. Monday's coming. I hate Mondays. It's Saturday. Where's the weekend gone? Her lyrics get me every time. Like fried chicken ass. Was that the lyric from Let Go?
He never made me feel like I was special. He isn't really what I'm looking for.
Ooh.
This is when I start to bite my nails and clean my room when all else fails.
I just saw there's a song on the album called Freak Out, and that's me right now. I don't know what's happening. The production is standing out, and the transitions. Honestly, she does them like no other. This album definitely sounds like it might be focused on a romantic relationship. So maybe she was struggling with, the fallout of said relationship, and she decided to write this album as a kind of escape. So I do like this one.
I think it's time for me to build. This point of view is getting stale.
I love that.
The phone. He wasn't what I wanted, what I thought. No, he isn't really what I'm looking for.
It definitely feels like this guy, obviously wronged her, but also wasn't what she was looking for, didn't treat her right, and this is her revenge album. Okay, my brain is gonna explode, and we're only 4 songs in.
No, 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 no. We've all got choices. No,
What?
no, we've all got voices.
True.
Stand up, make some noise. Sit on the bed alone, staring at the phone.
Oh.
He wasn't what I wanted, what I
Oh.
thought. No, he wouldn't even open up that door.
I feel like she's making a statement, like a larger statement, that people should know their worth and know their identity. And if they feel like they're not being treated well, they should raise their voice, make some noise, as she said. She's literally doing that with this album. Maybe I'm reading into it too much. That could definitely be the case. But it just feels like, you know, she's kind of making a little bit of a statement. Like, that was a very pep rally bridge. Like, da-da-da, make some noise, da-da-da.
He wouldn't even open up that door. He never made me feel like I was special. No, 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 no.
Yeah.
I liked that one. I did. That was Angsty Avril at her finest. The next one, How Does It Feel? I just know we're gonna be in our angsty feels tonight.
I'm not afraid of anything.
Oh.
I am small and the world is big. Surrounded by so many things. Suddenly, how does it feel to be different from me?
Oh, the strings. It sort of sounds like there's a siren in the background being used as part of the production, which honestly wouldn't surprise me that much. Coming from Avril Lavigne, of all people. I like this one. It's like a cute little kind of slower moment. I feel like, honestly, I needed a minute to breathe after the first 4 songs. I'm a little bit confused by the lyrics when she says, how does it feel to be different from me? I don't know who she's talking about when she says that. This is such a, an album that I probably should have been listening to in high school. Not to say that these lyrics aren't relatable at any stage, but I definitely would have eaten this album up when I was in high school. Fun fact, I actually had a delayed emo phase. I got into like Fall Out Boy and Panic at the Disco for like a hot second, but it was actually when I was in college. So typically people get into that stage around like junior high or high school. That's usually when people go through their like emo phase. But I was a late bloomer, okay? And then I kind of got it out of my system and I don't listen to Fall Out Boy or Panic or anything like that anymore. But, okay, she's kind of bringing me back to my emo days. It's really going on for a while.
I am small and the world is big, but I'm not afraid
Little
of
clock.
anything.
The production in this one is really interesting. It keeps changing. I mean, not entirely, but she keeps adding things. So first it sounded like a siren. Now there's a little clock sound in the background. That rhymed. Again, I feel like I'm wondering how we got here from the really stripped back, cute little start to this song. I was like, okay, this is the one that's not going to have a rock vibe. Like, this is the one that's going to be truly a slow moment. And she decided to build it. And that's totally fine. I always enjoy a build. But it's just not what I thought we were getting with this song. I really thought, it still is slow, obviously. But she brought in an electric guitar. It's just interesting how she did that. And I barely even registered it. I like this a lot. If she does a drum break, okay, it's ending with the clock. I liked that one. It wasn't like my number one favorite, but I liked it. I really thought it was about to be like a cute little moment, and then it was all of a sudden, it was still cute. It was just, she went off at the end. I really, really, really like that ending with the vocals were just mixed in a totally different way or something. I don't know. I really like that. The next one, oh, I am so excited. It is called My Happy Ending. I have not listened to this song in years, but I absolutely loved it when I was in like junior high, high school, whenever. How old was I when this came out? I was 8 years old. Bye. I don't think I knew this song like right when it came out. I think I discovered it a few years later because I would have been too young to be listening to this song. Like, I don't recall being that young and knowing this song. So I do think it was later, maybe high school or college, that I discovered this song and just became obsessed with it. So I am so excited to, you know, have a little throwback moment here. Honestly, I'm excited to know this song because, like, girl, give me a minute.
Talk this over. It's not like we're dead. Was it something you said? You were everything, everything that I wanted. We were meant to be, supposed to be, but we lost it. All this time you were pretending. So much for my happy ending.
Transition into the second verse. Yeah, oh my gosh, the chorus of this song is so good. I mean, like, this is just such a good song. It's fitting perfectly with the theme of the album, which seems to be she was fooled by this guy who made himself seem one way, but really he had the wrong intentions. All this time you were pretending, so much for my happy ending. Who scorned her?
All the shit that you do, and I thought we could be. You were everything, everything that I wanted. We were meant to be, supposed to be, but we lost it. Have a memory so close to me, just fade away. So much for my happy ending. It's nice to know that you were there. Thanks for acting like you cared. It's nice to know we had it all. Thanks for watching as I thought we were done. He was everything, everything that I wanted. We were meant to be, supposed to be.
This chorus goes so hard, and I don't know what right she had. This is the kind of chorus that I want to scream at the top of my lungs. Don't worry, I will not be doing that in this video because I don't think you want to hear that. I love this. Oh my gosh, this is one of my favorites. Still, you know, it remains a favorite.
Memory so close to me, just fade away. All this time you were pretending. So much for my happy ending. My happy ending.
Oh my gosh. I mean, come on. Some love for that song. Perhaps another moment of silence is in order, okay? So, you know, you can do that on your own time. That song is a classic. It's exactly like Complicated and Skater Boy. Like, it stands the test of time. You know, sometimes you listen to older songs and you're like, you know, I don't know what they were thinking when they made this song. No. It was definitely an Avril night tonight, y'all. I definitely needed this, especially after the day I've had. It's just been a long day. So yeah, the next one is Nobody's Home, and I feel like this is reminding me of one of the songs on Let Go. Nobody's Fool, yeah. I don't trust her though, because I know she's gonna build it. Oh my gosh.
I couldn't tell you why she felt that way. I couldn't help her. I just watched her make the same mistakes again. She wants to go home, but nobody's home. That's where she lies, broken inside, with no broken inside. Open your eyes.
Oh, I love that chorus. Yeah, I knew she wouldn't keep it stripped back for long. Classic Avril with the exploding chorus. I will say this is one of those albums that I'm gonna need a minute to differentiate the songs.
Be strong now. Too many problems. Don't know where she belongs. It's where she lies, broken inside.
I love this
No
chorus.
place to go. No place to go. Her feelings she hides. She's losing her faith. She's falling from grace. She's all over the place. Yeah, she wants to go home. Nobody's home.
That's one of my favorite melodies on this album so far. She wants to go home, but nobody's home. She loves the endings like that on this album where it kind of just fades out into the electric guitar ether. I loved the chorus of that song. I also loved the bridge. I feel like the verses, I was like kind of just okay, and then when it went into the chorus, I was like, let's go. It sounded like it might have been about another girl that was potentially played by the same player, so that is interesting if that is the case. But the next one is Forgotten. Oh no, are we getting a sad girl little moment here again? Oh, it's a ballad. It's a ballad. I'm calling it. What?
I'm giving up on everything because you messed me up. Because I'm moving on. I won't forget you were the one that was wrong. Have you forgotten everything that I wanted? Do you forget it? So now you never got it. Yeah.
Okay, so this one is kind of feeling like the first song for me where I'm not immediately sure if I'm gonna be, if I'm gonna connect to it, if it's going to be the song for me. The thing with this chorus is like, I love Avril's soaring, exploding choruses. That's one of my favorite aspects about her music. But for this song, I don't know, that I did not really care for that chorus. I don't know, it just was a little bit too much for me.
Gotta get away. There's no point in thinking about yesterday.
But I love that production.
It's too late now. It won't ever be the same. Yeah.
I love that production. No, I love that production.
Everything till you get it now. Yeah.
I'm conflicted. I'm so conflicted.
I wanna run away. No, I wanna run away.
Okay, but still the transition into the bridge. Like, did you hear that little percussion break? Yes. I'm conflicted about this one because it grew on me. Like, I liked the chorus more that time around. So this definitely could be a grower. But I also just am not sure if it'll be the song for me. It's definitely one of my least favorites as of right now. But I love the production in the verses so much. One of my favorite moments of production on the album. So, it's kind of one of those songs that I just feel like I'm going to need a minute with her.
I wanna run away.
Same.
Run away. If only I could run away.
Strings.
Run away.
Bring back the strings.
I won't be forgotten. Never again. Have you forgotten everything that I wanted? Do you get it now?
This is some of my favorite production on the entire album. I am obsessed. It's like this heavier sound that I really like. Yeah, this one's growing on me a lot. It really is. I did not think it was gonna grow on me this much in the span of a couple minutes, but yeah, this one has potential. This one has a lot more potential now. I was scared of her at first. And a fade electric guitar. I mean, yeah. The structure of all of these songs is very similar. She starts it a little bit stripped back. You're like, okay, like where are we going? Is this gonna be a slower moment? And then, she builds it. She does the incredible transitions. She explodes the chorus. Then often there's a big bridge. And then she fades the electric guitar out. It's just interesting. A lot, the songs are all very similar in the, the overall arc of the song is very similar for each of these. But the next one, who knows? Who knows where this song will take me? Is it gonna be the same structure? See, where it's like, okay, is it gonna be slow? And you're like, okay, it's gonna be a ballad. It's not gonna be a ballad. so we're kind of at the point in the album where a lot of the songs are sounding similar to me and kind of running together. I think it's just one of those albums that, you know, there's such a consistent sound throughout it that it does lend itself to having that feeling on first listen. This is like such a consistent album. I feel like I know exactly what to expect now, which is the opposite of how I felt at the beginning of the album. After the first song, I had no idea what was coming and what to expect. But yeah, I feel like this is very predictable at this point, and I don't mean that as an insult to the music. I just mean I kind of know where we're at. That's kind of nice to know what's going on for once.
How do you always have an opinion?
It's so savage.
How do you always find the best way to compromise?
Oh, I love the harmonies there.
I think there's something more. Life's worth living for. Who knows what could happen? One thing's true. There's always a brand new day.
Kind of hopeful.
Find yourself, 'cause I can't find you. Be yourself. Who are you? Find who are you? Who knows what could happen?
Oh, I love
Do
this.
what you do, just keep on laughing. There's always a brand new day. So you go and make it happen.
The fade ending. I feel like I liked that song more and more as it went on. At first I was like, okay, you know, it's kind of running together with the other songs for me, but the more that I listened to it, the more I was able to kind of like set it apart in my mind, and the more that I enjoyed it. So it seemed like a little bit of a hopeful vibe. So that was kind of something different. Because this has been, you know, a very like savage, let's be angry over love, love sucks type of album. So the next one is Fall to Pieces. And I just have a feeling that I might know this song. Because honest to God, I have not recognized any of these except for My Happy Ending so far. I already feel like I know it. I just have this feeling.
I looked away.
No.
Then I looked back at you.
I keep forgetting to mention too that the drums on this album, you know, they're really just at the forefront the entire time. Like I can always hear where the drums are, and I appreciate that.
Today is the day. I pray that we make it through. And I don't wanna fall to pieces. I just wanna sit and stare at you.
I like that.
Think about it, 'cause I'm in love with you.
Oh,
When I come,
I like this one. Oh, I like this one.
bring me back again, back into your arms. And I don't wanna fall to pieces.
I like this one a lot in terms of everything. The sound, the lyrics, the chorus. This might be one of my favorites. I could see this being a long-term favorite. Yeah, the lyrics, like, I don't want to fall to pieces. I just want to sit and stare at you. I don't want to talk about it. I just want to cry in front of you. I don't know why. That was really, like, wholesome to me a little bit. Yeah, I don't know. This one's cute. And I'm not recognizing this at all. I really thought I would, but not an ounce of this song is coming to mind as something that I've heard before. Now, obviously, I could have at one point heard any of these songs and just forgotten about it because that happens, you know? So it's not to say I've never laid my ears upon it, but I don't remember it. I don't recall it.
Wanna know who you are, wanna know.
No, I love this. This is the best one, low-key. Low-key. No, I love this. No, because the lyrics are getting me on this one because they're a little bit relatable. Like, I just want to cry in front of you. There's something very vulnerable about that. And obviously, you know, it's vulnerable and it's also just real. I don't know. I'm connecting to this one a lot. Is this the best one on the album? Like, just a little bit? You know what I mean?
Wanna know who you are, wanna know where to start. Wanna know how you feel, wanna know what is real. I wanna know everything. I don't wanna fall to pieces. I just wanna sit and stare at you.
Oh, I love that. Oh, I love this production. I love this one. No.
Sit and stare at you. Say I just wanna cry in front of you.
This is the one. This is the one.
I'm in love with you. I'm in love with you.
Oh, I love how she ended that with, I'm in love with you. Oh my gosh. I think that was my number one favorite. It took me a minute to get into, to be honest with you. But once, like by the time the song ended, I'm like, okay, easily the best song on the album. My number one favorite as of right now. Yeah, it just took me out little by little, and then it just completely took me out. So like the whole feel of that song was just kind of more my vibe than like, you know, Take Me Away. Take Me Away is not my vibe. I'm not saying I could never enjoy it or that it won't grow on me, but Fall to Pieces, like that was like my girl. Like that was my you know, my heart in a song. Oh. Okay. What? Okay, this production is already matching the title of the song. Because, okay. Wait, I'm restarting it. We know. No, I like this one. I really love how it dropped into that whole thing. You know, obviously it was kind of freaky, but it was, but I liked it.
I'm fine. Just freak out, let it go.
Let it go, let go.
I'm gonna close my eyes. I can't watch the time go by. I won't keep it inside.
I like this one a lot for some reason. Oh, I love that electric guitar riff. That is one of my favorite little moments of production on the album. I really like this one. I feel like it's definitely not, like it doesn't make sense that I like it as much as I do, because I feel like it is kind of going back to the sound of like Forgotten and Take Me Away. But I low-key love this one, so I don't know what's going on there.
You don't always have to do everything right. Stand up for yourself.
I like the cadence of that.
Walk around with your hands up in the air.
Yeah, some of my favorite production on the album.
'Cause I'm alright, I'm fine. Yeah. Just let me live my life. I can't ever run and hide.
She has so many moments of production switch ups on this album where it goes briefly to a little acoustic moment that I absolutely love, and then it goes back almost immediately to the rock vibe. And I like both. You know, I've talked on my channel about how I'm not always into rock music, but I don't like even saying that because it's too broad, because I'm not limiting myself, and like if I enjoy something, I enjoy it. So I'm enjoying this. I am reading the lyrics a bit while I listen to this because I am just curious. Yeah, it's like stand up for yourself and put up a fight. So again, it's kind of that like pep rally vibe that she had in that other song where she was like, raise your voice, you know, fight for yourself. I feel like that's a huge theme on this album. You know, I am wondering why it's called Under My Skin. Oh, like he got under her skin, you know, like made her angry, and then she was like, I'm gonna write this song because you just, you know, you made me mad. Maybe?
Keep it inside, freak out, let it go.
I'm sorry, I got up for like a second just to like stretch my feet, you know what I mean? And she did that.
Let it go.
I love that. I love that. Oh. I know it's a little bit surprising that I loved that one because it was a lot, but I loved the production so much. And I don't know. Yeah, I love the production, and that's basically all I needed. The next one is Slipped Away. I'm getting ballad vibes, but she never does a ballad when I think she's going to do a ballad. Give me a ballad. I would like a ballad, Avril, please. For me. I feel like a small child when she starts. I feel like I revert to a state of childhood when she starts doing her ballads. Is that normal? I feel like I'm losing my mind.
I miss you.
Oh.
Miss you so bad.
She didn't even barely say anything.
Hope you can hear me.
I hear the strings.
I remember it clearly. The day you slipped away, I found it won't be the same. Oh.
Okay, I think this is as close to a ballad as we're gonna get on this album. You know, it's kind of a ballad, but it still has that rock production behind it that makes it sort of not feel like a ballad, but sort of feel like a ballad. A rock ballad. I like this one. I do. It's emo feels, okay? Emo feels. I'm kind of a sucker for it. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I would not be sitting here for a whole album if I wasn't a little bit obsessed with the whole emo thing. Avril is returning me to my emo phase. That's what is happening right now. And I have no problems with that, honestly. I feel like I should have, like, dark eye makeup on, you know? I feel like I should have a red X on my arm.
Na, 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 na.
Na, 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 na.
I didn't get around to kiss you, 'cause I remember it clearly. The day you slipped away was the day I found it won't be the same.
I love that. Oh, I love when she goes up to that, like, da, 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 da. Oh, I really like this one. I feel like this is one that'll grow on me, too, as I listen to it more. I feel like I'm not, like, experiencing it to the full capacity of my enjoyment that I could be.
Had my wake up, won't you wake up? I can't take it, it wasn't fake it. Now you're gone, there you go, somewhere I can't bring you back.
I'm not gonna lie. Oh. She's not done with the nanas.
I miss you.
Yeah, I like that one. I feel like I'll like it more and more the more that I listen to it. I kind of got lost a bit at the end there. But we're on the last track. It is called I Always Get What I Want. So, might this be a victorious ending to the album? Okay. Yeah, when I said, like, in my Let Go reaction, when I was shocked when she did, like, the softer songs, this is what I was talking about as far as what I expect from her. When I'm in the mood for it, it's everything to me. And when I'm not in the mood for it, I don't connect to it at all. So it's like, it's one of those things.
Even if there's no way of getting it, if I stop my feet, could that maybe be the way around it?
What?
Could I get myself around and get me what I want? Everything's on a big shot.
Oh, yeah, I like that.
Don't wanna always have to be so nice. Don't wanna hear you say, well, that's just life. I'll drown it out when I open my mouth. I always make my way around to get me what I want. Everything I know.
I like this one, I
What
do.
I want. You don't want to see me when I don't get what I want. It's not what you want.
I like this one. This is the perfect example of a song that I definitely have to be in the right mindset to receive and to feel it really hard. But I'm feeling this right now. I really, really love this one. Like, I could listen to this song tomorrow and be saying that I don't like it just because this is that type of music that I have to be in the mood for. You know, there's some artists that I just continually go back to over and over, and it's like, I can be in any mood and I will listen to them. But Avril, you know, I have to be in a certain mood, and that's totally fine. There's plenty of artists that I have to be in the right mood for. So, yeah, I really like this one though. Low key, I don't know why.
Give me what I want. I always get
what I want. I like that.
It's not too lovely, it really bugs me. If I don't get my way, give me what I want. If I don't get what I want, it's not what you want.
Ooh. Oh. Give me a minute, Avril. Wow. Let me take a second here, okay? Ooh, I feel a little bit weird. First of all, I'm really surprised that I didn't recognize any songs on this album. I really thought I was gonna recognize like 5 songs or something. Again, like with my delayed emo phase, I feel like I just did not get into this kind of music as much as other people did. You know, it's always possible that I've heard these songs once or twice on the radio or something and just don't remember them. Oh my gosh, so like the first track, guys, after I listened to that, I was so scared for this album. I really thought that I was not going to like this album after I heard that song because it is not really my sound. I was very taken aback, so obviously, you know, it's not to say that it won't grow on me because I was kind of just processing it, but from then on out, I loved this album. I was like in the perfect mindset to listen to it, just like with Let Go. I feel like this was the type of music that I was in the mood to listen to tonight. And that's why I wait to react sometimes to different things because I want to be in the mood for it. You know, it's fun for no one if like I don't want to be listening to that style of music. So like thinking, you know, there were a couple that felt like they weren't necessarily for me, but like looking at the track list, I'm forgetting which ones. They did all sound very similar to me, just in the way that this album was so consistent with the sound and the structure of the songs. So I also feel like I'm gonna need some time to like differentiate them. When it has such a consistent sound, I feel like if you enjoy one song, you're going to enjoy a lot of the songs. But Fall to Pieces. I think Fall to Pieces was my favorite, okay? Or My Happy Ending. That will definitely remain a favorite for me. Don't Tell Me. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe I forgot about that one. Well, I didn't forget, but like, that feels like 2 hours ago. I mean, it was 2 hours ago. I've been filming for 2 hours. That one was the most interesting to me. It just felt so masterfully done. But yes, yeah, I'm having so much fun with Avril. Please be patient. You know, I do hope to get into her other albums, but I have to be in a specific mood to listen to her, and I don't want to force myself when I'm not in that mindset. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here, for hanging out with me, for vibing with me to this album. Feel free to like and subscribe. It helps support the channel, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.